Make the ground shake.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Boss Wave, and welcome back to another Borderlands pre-sequel video. And yeah, I know I said I was going to be making this video, a couple more videos after my weapon showcases, but there really isn't any other guns for me to try out. And I mean, there really isn't, because I went and tried out a couple other guns that I thought might be good with this build, but honestly, they just don't have enough damage at all. And those guns were the Freeze Easy Laser, which does not have enough damage at all, plus it's inaccurate as fuck. I mean, it's really bad. Don't ever use that gun with this build. And then the Snowball Grenade mod, which I would recommend for players who play on the first playthrough, but if you're on your second or third playthrough, don't even bother picking up that thing, because it's not going to be enough to kill enemies. So don't use either of those. I mean, you can if you want, but obviously you're not going to want to, because like I said before, they're not going to perform very well. So yeah, this is my Sheer Cold Aurelia V2 build video, and I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been following me with this weapon showcase series so far. You guys are awesome, and this is my way of repaying you guys, just giving you guys this build. So hopefully you guys really enjoy it, and yeah, let's go over the specs here and everything like that. So this is a V2 version of my build, and what I mean by that is that I've perfected, I think, all of the flaws of my previous build, which was really good overall. It was a good build, but this is much better in my opinion. I think it has a much better flow to it compared to my my version 1 of this build. So yeah, weapons are pretty much the same. I did take a few out, like the Snowball Grenade mod was in here before, but I did take that out. Added in a lot of new weapons, honestly. We got the Swift Ice Cream Assault Rifle, which works really well with this build. We have the 2 Scoops, which works alright, honestly. I mean, I think it's more of a support weapon than anything, but you definitely can get away with using this gun. Then we have, what else do we have in here? We have the Wet Week, which was just recently added by Gearbox to the game, so you can actually attain that now from Swagman. We added in the Fatale, which I don't understand why I didn't never put it in before. I mean, it makes complete sense why to put it in. It's a freeze-only bitch, and the bitch is an amazing SMG, so why else would you not want to put this in this build? And yeah, I think that's it for the most part. We did change around some other stuff, like our shield. We did previously use the Avalanche shield, but I think the Bulwark works a lot better, just because the recharge delay isn't as high as the recharge delay on the Avalanche there. So I definitely think it's a better alternative, but I think you can honestly get away with using both of them. It just depends on how your playstyle is. I'd say if you're going to be using the Excalibastard, I would definitely throw on the Avalanche, just because if you go around meleeing enemies with the Excalibastard, this is going to help you out a lot in terms of increasing damage and stuff like that. But other than that, you can use different grenade mods. I always like to use the Stormfront, just because it's my favorite grenade mod in the game, pretty much. But you can get away with using the Nasty Surprise. It can be any element that you want it to be, but I went with the Freeze one just because I thought it would work the best. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like weapons and gear. This is what I like to run around with. I like to run with the Absolute Zero, just because, I mean, it's overpowered as hell. And then we have the Wrestler's Flare here, just because it doesn't do any elemental damage, and some enemies are actually resistant to cryo damage, so that's why I have that in here. And then we also have the Fatale, which helps me get up a lot faster. You can use a cheat code in here as well, since they are pretty much the same weapon. But like I said before, pretty much you just want any accurate as fuck gun that does freeze damage. That's going to help you up really quick. So that's what I like to put here in my third slot. And then down here we have my sniper rifle choice, which is the Wet Week. And I definitely think this is the best one out of all the sniper rifles to use for this. People say this machine is a really good alternative as well, but you can only get that through a shift code, I believe. Well, no, you actually can get it in the actual game now, because they added them in the game, so no worries there. But I like the Wet Week a lot more than the machine. You can use both of them though. And there's other sniper rifles you can obviously use as well. People say you can use the Omni Cannon, but I honestly do not think you can. There's also the Zim. I forgot to add that from my previous video. That's another good pistol that you can use. There's just a lot of stuff you can use, honestly. Like, there's really nothing wrong here that you can use. As long as it does freeze damage or it gets a lot of crits, then you really have nothing to worry about, because that's what this build is basically all focused on. But yeah, I'm gonna favorite that there. And then we go over here to the skill tree. The skill tree has changed, so it is not 100% the same, but it is also not 100% different either. So for the most part, it is the same. So as we start over here in the hunter skill tree, the only thing that's changed is prudent prudence. I guess that's how you would say it. I used to have 5 skills in here, but now I only have 2. And the reason why for that is because I just wanted to put them in other skills, so that I thought would do better. So pretty much it doesn't really affect the build that much, but don't ever spec into large caliber, because I did mess around with that a little bit, and honestly is not worth messing around with. You can try spec into custom loads, but honestly I really don't think it's that good of a skill tree. I mean, it is pretty cool that you can get all the elements in your sniper rifle, but for the most part I don't really use my sniper that much, so that's why I don't really go with it. Most of these skills here just increase your critical hit damage, or increase sniper rifle damage, but yeah, that's pretty much it for there and this skill tree. Next we go over to cold money. This build has changed a little bit over here. Before we only had 2 in short summer and 3 in frostbite, I believe, or not frostbite, we had 3 in whiteout. So we had 3 in whiteout and 2 in short summer. I took those 3 skill points that were from prudent prudence and put them in short summer, just because I thought it was a lot better to increase the cryo damage over here, and with my action skill and everything like that, just so we can get our action skill back a lot faster than just increasing movement speed and gun damage. So that's why I went with that. And then I actually took out all of the skills that were in whiteout, just because I really didn't think it was necessary. I took those skill points and moved them over to Winter's Veil, which when struck by a melee attack or when your shield is depleted, you emit a Cryonova. So that was pretty much doing the same thing. The whole reason why I didn't have these in before was because I was using the Avalanche Shield. And the Avalanche Shield is basically 3 shields in one, if you don't know already. It's basically a Nova Shield, a Spike Shield, and a melee shield, or Roid Shield, put together. So yeah, that's why I had that in there before, and I decided to take those 3 skills out of whiteout and put them into Winter's Veil again, because I really liked having that as a defense mechanism, I guess. Other than that, nothing else has really changed. Over here, I do believe there are some changes. Let me move here to my video quick, just because I need to see how it is. I took the 1 skill that I know I see how I changed it. I took the 1 skill that was in your fist, or your first, and moved it down into Excellent Shot, ma'am, just because I thought it worked a lot better than you first. You first. I don't know why I can't talk today. I just can't English right now. But those are the only changes to the build, so not too many changes. And the guns, there's a lot new ones that I added in here, so that's pretty cool there. But if you guys want to download this build, like I said, it's going to be down in the description down below. It's going to be a PC version of this build. So if you want to convert it to Xbox One, 360, PS3, PS4, you can certainly do that. However, I'm not responsible if you get banned or something like that, because I think it is against Xbox's terms of use if you transfer PC files to Xbox One or 360. So I'd be very careful with using that, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to explain how you do it, but there are plenty of videos on YouTube that teach you how to convert files from PC to Xbox One, PS4, etc. So you just gotta look it up. It's really simple and easy to do. I think it just requires you to download Cheat Engine or something like that. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let the gameplay roll here after this. But I just want to say thanks again for watching this series and everything like that. You guys really did show me a lot of support on this series, and I just want to say thank you to everyone. And yeah, my name is Bosswave. Be sure to subscribe for more Borderlands content, and here goes the gameplay.